Alright, in this video I'm going to explain how to become a follower on power plan trades. And also in this video I'm going to explain a powerful true story that is a great testament to power trigger trade. So if you're serious and you like my plans and you want to become a follower on power plan trades to see all my plans, I suggest you listen carefully to this video from start to end, word for word, because if you send me a message and you do it incorrectly, I'm going to know, and I'm not going to be responding to anyone anymore. I don't have the time. So please, people, listen carefully to this video because this is powerful stuff. Before I talk about how to become a follower on power plan trades, let's go to power trigger trade. And we're going to talk about two plans that I posted within these few weeks that really did very well. And let's first talk about Tesla. Okay, so here's TSLA, and I posted this on August the 28th on Power Trigger Trade, right? So in this video example, I'm going to show one of the trades I posted on Power Trigger Trade. By the way, this one was a premier one, by the way. And one that I posted on Power Plan Trades. Okay? So in other words, if you were to see both of these great winning plans, you would have seen that if you were a follower on Power Plan Trades, because you're a serious follower, right? Okay. So in this section, we're going to talk about what I'm about a bit. So what I do is I make plans. And I don't want just any follower people, right? It's people that are really paying attention and seeing for themselves, looking at what I said here and seeing what happened on the charts, right? Because this story that I'm going to tell you has a lot of meaning of what's been happening here. Okay, so it's very important you pay attention if you're serious about the market and making money. You know, the market's is a serious. You got to take it like a serious business. Okay, if you're not, you're going to lose money. So if you can't, what I tell you, what I'm explaining you to do these things, to look at these things, to pay attention to this video, are the very things that are going to help you succeed in the market. All right, so let's go forward here. So as you can see, what you can do is you can press pause and read the instructions. But basically, this did trigger. And we didn't get it by volume. It triggered more by price action. Volume came in later on, but it triggered this way. There's two different ways they trigger my plans, but this triggered properly, and it's made 200% gains easy, like I explained over here. This is a strong focus for me. I have also made many additional comments inside of Power Plan Trades, which you will be able to see if you are a serious follower. Okay, so let's go back to Power Trigger Trade here. One second. Okay, so here's Cena, and I posted this August 24th. Now I'm not going to scroll down there, but if you want to scroll down, actually you couldn't scroll down on my stream because this was posted inside of Power Plan Trades. You would have to see it once you get inside of Power Plan Trades. But here is what I posted inside of Power Plan Trades. Let's click on this. Okay, so this is the plan right here. Okay, now you can press pause if you want to read it, or go read it on my stream. It blows up. You know, when you click on the charts, it blows up large. You can see it, read it, and so on and so forth. That's one thing about StockTwits, is that their charts blow up larger on StockTwits than they do on Twitter. Okay, that's why I suggest followers to become a follower on Power Trigger Trade on StockTwits and on Power Trigger Trade on Twitter. All right, because the Twitter component is important as well. So anyways, this is that plan, right? So that's what I'm about. I make plans, and what I suggest people do is you really study my stream. Like I make these messages, but I'm gonna say it in this video because I really want to focus on the continuous improvement of Power Trigger Trade. So how do you become a follower on Power Trigger Trade? Well, what you want to do is you want to have a profile pic, okay? And that could be of something to do with stocks, like it could be stock charts, like either there's a bull, something to do with stocks, or a picture of success, or a picture of yourself, something within that lines. So that's what you want to do, okay? And then inside of Power Plant Trades, okay, once you're inside, now the video you're seeing is not this video, okay? This video is inside of Power Plant Trades. What you want to do in your message, you're going to send me a message, people, right? So basically, you're gonna type in the search box power, right? Plan, right? Trades, right? And you click on that, and that'll bring you here. Basically, what you've got to do is you got to send me a request and also send me a direct message to Power Plant Trades. Okay, send me a direct message on Power Plant Trades. Okay, you're able to send me a direct message. Okay, okay. In that message, you're going to tell me that you're going to see this pinned tweet video once you're inside of Power Plant Trades. So you're going to say in the message, I'm going to see the pinned tweet video once I'm inside of Power Plant Trades. So to make it clear, it's the video inside, not the video you're watching right now. The video you're watching right now is not the pinned video. This pinned tweet video is once you're inside of Power Plant Trades. Okay? Second of all, in that message, you want to tell me that you've been following me and liking my plans. Tell me a little bit about yourself in the lines of what you like about my plans. Okay? And there's going to be another component, which I will explain a little later. So keep that in mind so far, what you got to do, send your message. I've just explained it. I suggest you listen to this video a few times if you're not sure of everything, okay? Because everything I've explained, I've tried to do this carefully as possible for people that are serious about the market. Okay, so now I want to talk about that powerful story that's very critical here of the power of what I'm doing of Power Trigger Trade and how it's helping a lot of my followers. But this particular story is simply amazing. Okay, and so let's get into that story. Okay, this story is a great story about a powerful and deep conversation I had with a follower of mine who has been following me for many years on Power Trigger Trade, watching many of my videos and hearing me explain my plans and ideas in my videos, and also reading a lot of my stock plans and were posted over the years, right? Now, that's the key, people, is that this follower, once we were speaking, he told me a lot about himself, the history, and we're going to get into that, right? But I just want to make that clear. This is something that was years and years in the making, okay? This story here. So keep that in mind. About 2 weeks ago, actually, you know what? Before I talk about when he messaged me, actually, you know what? I'll talk about that later. About 2 weeks ago, this follower messaged me about a great trade he made following one of my plans. He told me he had made $30K on buying $25K worth of options. So when I saw that message, I messaged him again with the question marks. You made $30K? He replied telling me yes, that he had invested $25K into that trade and that he works with $150K right now. I was very impressed, and I wanted to find out more information from him. And so we were talking about the trade he's made, and he also in our conversation he let me know that that my words are golden to him, that he loses money when he does not follow my advice. Again, I was very impressed by what we were talking about back and forth. Now, in our later on in our conversation, basically not online. This was something not online. This is when I asked for his phone number because of what I'm going to tell you now. But basically, and I'm going by, I'm trying to explain the power of this in the best way possible. But that was impressive. But what was impressive, we were talking about his past when I did speak with him on the phone. And in our conversation, he explained how he had struggled with many bad trading decisions over the year and had many bad losses to the point of losing 400K. He also was with other, he was also, with other services, and found that they, did too many trades, that they wouldn't, they would be getting out too quickly. There was so many different, like, you have those big trading groups. There are all these different ideas, and it was all like crazy. And yet he noticed that by following me and studying my plans, that what was different about my style is we concentrated on a few that triggered and tried to make large sums of money. Okay, on the ones that trigger, 9 out of 10 times when they trigger, they're gonna produce a small profit to a large gain, to a break even, something like that, right? 9 out of 10 times, right? So, anyways, in our conversation, I explained, I asked him, I said, since I found out all this information about him, how he was so deeply involved in this over the years, and that he took my words were golden. I asked him if he would be interested in investing in my system. And so he asked me, what are the terms, and I explained to him that, he asked me things like, what stock charts to you, what I have to do, and I explained him, the stock chart program, and he asked me what was the best account to trade with, which broker should I use, and I mentioned that as well. I prefer Interactive Broker. They have great commission rates. So basically, what I said to him was, would you like to learn my system? Since he trusted my work and respected my work, and that, it was already improving his outcomes, so why not take it to another level? So he replied, what are the terms? And I said, well, let's talk over the phone. And that's how we got to that point. After we spoke, after we started speaking, I explained to him that the investment would be 30K to learn everything and train one-on-one with me to become another power trigger trade. He replied, right away, 30K is nothing if I can become a super successful trader. And also, like I said, don't keep in mind that he's been following me for many, many years. Okay, people. So this is the real deal here. This is what's happening. This follower has already wired the money to me. Half of it right now, 15K, and I will receive the other 15K next week. So, people, the great news here is that this follower is going to be another power trigger trade. We're going to be studying hard one-on-one. And you want to know something? This week alone, on that Tesla trade, we were talking amongst each other. I was talking with him on the phone in the evening. And remember, I made multiple updates. Well, I talked to him about how strongly I felt about Tesla going lower, 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 right? And so, basically, he jumped in more. And basically, this week, people, this week, 15K he made alone in Tesla. Now, and that's just us starting this week talking with each other, right? So he made 15K ready in Tesla, and that's to show you the powerful things that are coming. And again, this follower, we're going to release the information in the future, who he is, and how well he's done. We're doing that. We're compiling a study from where he's at. This year, we'll say so far he's up about 95K. Okay, this year since he got back in, right? But recently things have really turned up the notch, right? And this investment into power trigger trade is a huge testament. So, people, in your message, what I want you to do is tell me what you liked about this story, how that, because you know what, this story has a lot of heart, This is many, many, you have no, listen people, this is many, 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 many years in the making, okay? And I'm not making some crazy pitch or whatever. This is true. This is facts. And he's investing 30K into this because how impressed he was, right? And now don't forget he's been with other services and found them useless. Useless. Okay? And I have a lot of followers who are with other services and they prefer my method over theirs. And I'm doing this for free. But look what came out of this now already. And who knows what other powerful things are coming our way to Power Trigger Trade people. So, if you're a serious follower, make sure you make the appropriate message. Because I took a lot of time to make this video. It's a serious video. It's amazing news, people. I love this. I think the story here, how I said it, is a little bit better than the other one. You know, because when it comes down to it, you know, it's you've got to be following, you've got to be paying attention, right? Because in order to believe and understand this, you can't be expecting to right away make money. I recommend people follow, study, see for themselves, and then once you have the belief, invest in the market. Okay, if you want to change your outcome, Power Trigger Trade is something very serious and unique, and this investment from one of my followers is a huge testament to that, people. So keep this in mind. Listen to this video a few times. Do the right thing when you send me the right message on Power Plan Trades. Because if you do not, I will know. This video, I've put a lot of work into this video to explain it, from my heart, how I really feel about all this. And I have big, powerful plans for my followers in the future. It all starts with following me on Power Plan Trade, because those are the serious followers. Thanks for listening. Like the video.